If you're anything like me, your Mondays can only be improved in one of two ways: being able to crawl back into bed, or being struck down by the will of God. But neither of those seem to be happening right now, so we'll make some coffee. First, I like to take a look at my drip brewer. It has an auto function that I haven't set in 3 months since the power went out and the clock did that blinking thing. Anyway, open it up and look at the 3-day-old coffee grinds that you left in there through the weekend. Really soak in the shame. And then we'll be using an AeroPress because I'm better than you, so let's get some water. We're going to fill this up way too much. I like to think there's still water in there from the first time I used it. It adds a unique element to the drinking experience. Like nostalgia, but musty. One could argue that in the grand scheme of life, the time saved by the electric kettle is truly insignificant. And that's a fun thought experiment while enjoying how quickly your water is boiling. Nothing is wrong with stovetop kettles per se. They let you reminisce about when times were simpler and life was just as bad. But realistically, I don't know if anyone wants to be alone with their thoughts for that much. Hey, look, it's done. Invert the AeroPress, because contrary to the provided instructions, someone on the internet told me it was better this way. It's going to feel dangerous, precariously balancing scalding hot water and coffee grinds on a barely mounted suction cup, because it is. If you're the kind of person who likes to do things in a particular order, you would have already placed the coffee in the AeroPress while the water was boiling. With that being said, you would also likely have your life together and wouldn't be watching coffee tutorials on YouTube, so now we'll go get our coffee beans. Together. I like to take this little bit of extra time in the process to reevaluate all the decisions that brought me to this moment. Many AeroPress users grind their own beans, but as previously stated, I'm the kind of person who hasn't reset the clock on their coffee pot despite thinking about it approximately twice a day, so we're using pre-ground. Never fear. In order to get that same pretentious flavor, I like to whisper obscene nihilistic platitudes to the beans while gently scooping them out. I find that the coffee tastes smoother when they have time to process their mortality. However, it's best not to tell them about the boiling water. Oh, whoops. Just as with most things in life, more is often better, and thinking about it too hard will only lead to self-sabotage and depression. So go ahead and scoop out a nondescript heap of beans. Place them in the upside-down Indiana Jones-style death trap. It's alright if you spill some, because ants aren't attracted to coffee maybe. I'm just not sure. Originally, I had the remaining steps to this process filmed and scripted. However, due to death threats over incorrect water temperature, pouring techniques, stirring methodologies, time spent at rest, incorrect placement of the stirring stick, poor bean color, negative attitude, and general laissez-faire demeanor towards coffee culture, me and my family no longer feel safe placing this information online, and feel it is best if we skip ahead. For continuity, assume everything is fine and exactly the way you would do it. If it is not, you may continue to be angry. Whatever further enhances your viewing experience. As you press out your coffee with a movement best described as someone trying to remember how to perform CPR, but in no real rush to figure it out. Wonder once again if this plastic really is safe for boiling water every morning, or if you're slowly preparing your veins for the body exhibit. From here, I like to take a sip of the coffee I've made, black, just to continue convincing myself that it's better than if I'd made it any other way, all before pouring an ungodly amount of cream. Sugar contributes to the obesity epidemic, which is why I don't add any. It's already in the cream, and you can tell yourself that this doesn't count. If at this point your coffee does not taste like a gentle massage, slowly easing your weathered scars of procrastination, failures, and insomnia, I am told therapy is very effective. Or you can try a different roast. Barring intervention, at this point you will likely need to move on with your day. However, you can continue to sit with your coffee, a good book, Reddit, your favorite YouTube channel, or the howling abyss of your own thoughts, until you feel like a functional member of society. It is not effective, and you are now late for work.